Good morning, Racine Lutheran High School, and welcome to your daily broadcast of the 251. We're your hosts this morning, Zoe Song.
And Josiah Hasseldahl.
Today is Monday, March 25th. Coming up is Mr. Gassall with our daily devotion. But first, lunch today will be bread and chicken sandwiches.
There are no sports today.
In other news, candidates for membership in National Honor Society, please submit applications to Mrs. Michael by sharing your Google Doc by March 25th or today.
This week's Quiz Bowl matches will be the Last Crusade versus Four Brothers and El Madres versus the Jelly Beans.
And there are no birthdays today.
And now on to last
2 weeks ago,
riddle.
Oh, yeah.
What word is pronounced the same way if you take away 4 of its 5 letters? The answer is Q.
And now let's focus our hearts and minds on today's devotion brought to you by Mr. Gassall.
Good morning, Racine Lutheran High School, and welcome back after spring break for Holy Week. Our devotion this morning is titled, Guess What I Heard About You. Our Bible verse comes from Proverbs 19, verse 20. Get all the advice and instruction you can, and be wise the rest of your life. You sign up for the football team, and you can't wait to tell your best friend. The football team? Are you kidding? You're terrible at sports, he says. The only position the coach will let you play is left out. It hurts to get slammed. If we don't deal with the hurts we feel, our self-image starts to wilt. But with God's help, we can turn other people's nasty words into helpful advice. Here's how you can make that happen. 1. Decide if you deserve the criticism. Do you really, truly need to take a shower and stop sleeping in the same clothes? Do you really need to spend more time on your math homework? If the criticism is right on target, then you have something to work on. When Christy told Bethany that she was being selfish for always deciding what they were going to play, Bethany thought long and hard about that. Then she talked with her mom and her older sister, 2 people she knew would be honest with her. They agreed that sometimes Bethany acted selfishly, and she took some wise advice of being more sensitive to others. 2. Decide to let undeserved criticism slide off. Plenty of criticism is way off the mark. If everyone in the world is hurling untrue, ugly remarks at you, it won't work just to think happy thoughts about yourself. But you can help criticism slide off by recalling what God says about you in His Word. No criticism can undo the fact that you are God's much-loved child. You are valued, you are accepted, you are gifted. Christy not only said Bethany was being selfish, but stomped out of the house screaming that there was no reason she'd ever want Bethany to be her friend. That's when Bethany again turned to her mother and sister. They knew the real Bethany. While they could be honest about her rough spots, they also reminded her of all the times she had been kind to friends. When you wonder what you should believe about yourself, it's ultra important to remember one thing. God is the one who has the truest view of you, and He's put special people in your life to remind you of this fact. Please pray with me. God, please help us to receive criticism. Help us to learn from what is true and reject what is untrue. Amen.
And now on to today's riddle. What 5-letter word becomes shorter when you add 2 letters to it? Answer will be tomorrow.
And that was today's 251.
Make it a great day.